This is my match footage for the West End Gun Club LESA multi-gun match that was held March 19th, 2022. Stage 1 begins with some paper engagements that must be engaged with rifle. I've not done a proper walkthrough, which is why my engagement here is a little bit sloppy.
No.
Overall, my engagements could have been a lot better, and I could have finished the stage much faster if I had done a proper walkthrough beforehand. Here I finish up on rifle engagements, and I barrel my rifle and pull my pistol. The large knockdown target was actually meant for shotguns, which is why I go back here to take a few more extra shots trying to knock it over. I had practiced pistol shooting quite a bit prior to this match, which is why I believe my pistol shooting has gotten a little bit better from my prior matches. As I say that, I lose track of my ammo count here. I need to do an emergency reload before engaging the last target, and moving up to engage the 3 remaining paper targets. Overall, my performance there netted me 12th out of 32 shooters, with 58.57% of the winner's score. Stage 2 begins with the shooter engaging pistol steel. As opposed to last time where I engaged the steel on the move, I just went ahead and moved to an advantageous position and started engaging the pistol steel as I saw it. Once all the steel was engaged, I barreled my pistol and retrieved my rifle and proceeded to engage all of the paper targets. Much like the last stage, I had a fairly limited walkthrough, and as such, I wasn't able to get myself into advantageous positions for a number of these targets.
Alright, if you are done, drop the mag.
My performance on that stage netted me 8th out of 32 shooters, with 77.71% of the winner's score. I start my next stage with the rifle. There are a total of 4 targets in the rear that must be engaged with 2 hits each. Once those targets are engaged, the shooter moves to the next shooting position and engages the same 4 targets once again. I made a small mistake as I was coming into my shooting position and slightly overshot the shooting box and needed to readjust. Once I finish with the rifle targets, I barrel my rifle and proceed with the pistol shooting portion. The shooter must engage 2 paper targets, and then engage the far steel, and then repeat this for all 4 sets of targets. I made a small mistake here and engaged one of the no-shoots, which earned me a small penalty on this stage.
Alright, if you are done, drop the mag.
Overall, my performance netted me 14th out of 32 shooters, with 65.52% of the winner's score. Stage 4 begins with a single round of the chamber. If the shooter misses this shot, they must make it up with the subsequent pistol shots. The pistol arrays here must be engaged closest to farthest. My pistol shooting skills still need quite a bit of improvement. Once the pistol array is finished, the pistol is barreled, the rifle is retrieved, reloaded, and 1 hit must be made on the target once again. And as soon as the hit is made, the shooter moves to the second shooting position and begins to engage all 3 steel targets in the rear, shooting 3 times at the leftmost target, twice at the centermost target, once at the rightmost target, and then repeating that string. My performance there netted me 12th out of 32 shooters, with 70.88% of the winner's score. Stage 5 begins with the shooter engaging 4 steel targets in the rear, with 2 hits each from 2 positions in the barricade, then moving to a secondary barricade and repeating the sequence.
So we can do the one shot.
While transitioning barricades, I attempt to reload and try my best not to trip and fall through that little ditch there.
I can lean my gun against
On my last round, I have a malfunction with the hand loads I had made. I attempt to clear it as fast as I can and get my firearm back into action, as I still have 2 more targets to engage. finish up my rifle engagements, dump the rifle, pull out my pistol, and must engage 6 steel targets, first starting with strong hand and then transitioning to weak hand. A running theme of these matches are things that I really should practice more often. My weak hand shooting in particular was fairly bad, as I have to conduct a emergency reload. Thankfully, my reloads with my left hand are fairly quick. After my reload, I pick up the last 2 targets, and once the last 2 targets are engaged, the shooter must engage the rear steel one more time to finish off the stage.
Beautiful.
My performance there netted me 13th out of 32 shooters, with 59.67% of the winner's score. My overall performance netted me 11th out of 32 shooters, with 74.37% of the winner's score.